Hello everybody, welcome to another vinyl update video. Today I'm going to show you my vinyl finds by other artists. I have a lot to show you for this video. This is a long overdue vinyl update video. I want to apologize for not posting the video for about 2 weeks or so. It's a long gap between my last video and the video which I'm posting today. About 2-3 weeks or something like that, and I do apologize for that. Been very busy with life, and I've also haven't been motivated to post videos, but I feel this is a time for me to post a video. So hope you enjoy this vinyl update video, and let's begin. I'm going to start off with the 45s. This one is a free record. I got this out of the freebie box at my local record store, and I'm happy to add this to the collection. It's by Sam Cooke. Another Saturday Night, backed with Send Me Some Lovin'. Let me show you the record. And this is like a later RCA Victor Gold Standard pressing series. And this one plays great. Alright, this next one is by the Yardbirds. It's a white label promo 45, and this is the last Yardbirds single with Eric Clapton as a member of the band. After this single was released, he quit the Yardbirds. Next vinyl find, For Your Love, backed with Gotta Hurry, which is an instrumental, guitar instrumental. It's in nice condition. Played through this, it sounds great. Okay, the next white label promo 45. Well, this is not really a 45. This is a 7-inch record, but this is an EP and it plays at 33 1/3. It's by Jefferson Airplane. This is titled Stereo Review Sampler. It's got 4 of Jefferson Airplane's well-known songs. On side 1, you have Somebody to Love and White Rabbit. Side 2 is the ballad of You and Me and Punio. And the EP closes with Volunteers. And this plays great. I have another promo to show you. This is my latest purchase that I'm going to show you for this update video. It's by the Rolling Stones. I was at the beach last week, and I took a trip to the record store. I did a live chat at that record store my first trip to the store, but they had nothing. But the second day, I went back to the record store to look around some more to see if they have anything new, and I stumbled across a few records, 2 by the Beatles and 1 by the Stones. I'll show the Beatles one in a separate video, but the Stones one I want to show, which I got from that trip to the record store. This is a promo 45 of a song off Goat's Head Soup. It's titled Do 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 Heartbreaker. On this side is a stereo version, and on the B side is the mono version. Let me show you the record. It looks good. This needs some cleaning, but here's the stereo side. It's got some writing and a stamp, which is it has someone's address stamped on here and phone number. I'm guessing that's a DJ. And here's the mono side. This was a $5 find. So happy to find this for $5. Alright, my next 45 is one of my favorite songs from the 90s. Next 45 is Shine by Collective Soul. This is the radio edit version, backed with Breathe LP version. Shine is one of my favorite 90s songs, but what's sad about this radio edit is that they edited out the guitar solo, which I love very much on this song. I'll have to find like I think there's a 12-inch pressing of the Shine single, which has the album version. I'll have to look for that. Here's a Breathe side. I played Breathe. It's a pretty good song, but I love the song Shine. Alright, last 45 is by Jimi Hendrix. This is a new single released. Next 45 by Jimi Hendrix is Lover Man, which is from the new Both Sides of the Sky album, which was released a few months ago. I kept a shrink on this. Lover Man on side 1. On side 2 is Foxy Lady. It's an unreleased recording and non-album bonus track. And my number is 0353. And here's the record. Lover Man side. Foxy Lady side. Alright, that is all of the 45s. I'm going to show you the albums, including the Both Sides of the Sky album, here in a little bit. Alright. First of the albums is by Buffalo Springfield. This is titled Retrospective, The Best of Buffalo Springfield. This is a UK first pressing on Atco Records. Here's the back of it. And this is laminated, unlike the US pressing. Beautifully laminated. I got this for about $14 off Discogs, and I'm happy with this purchase. And I've always wanted this album in my collection, but every time I see this album, it's either in terrible condition or I'm dragging my feet on this album. But I finally got this, and it's a UK pressing. It's in UK inner sleeve, made in England. And here's a record on Atco Records, manufactured by Polydor Records in England. And the record's in beautiful condition. I had to clean it up after I received it, and after cleaning it, I played through the whole album. Sounds great. I'm so happy to have this album after years of not buying this. So, alright, this next record is by the Cars, and it's a test pressing of a Cars album. And I found this for about $20–30, which is not bad for a test pressing. This is a test pressing of the Cars' self-titled debut album. Back of it. And here's the sheet here. It's a little memo. Now what's interesting about this test pressing, the commercial version of the album, it starts with Good Times Row, but on this test pressing, the album opens with Just What I Needed, and it has Good Times Row as track number 3 on this test pressing. So they reversed it for the commercial version. Here's the record, Specialty Records. The album was commercially released by Elektra Records. This is in beautiful condition. I haven't played it, but I'm so happy to have this rare test pressing in my collection. I'm not a collector of the Cars albums. I do have their greatest hits, and an album that I have for free. I ordered a Beatles album and this particular Cars album, which is Shake It Up. That arrived as a bonus. But I didn't have the first album until now, so I'm happy to have this test pressing of the Cars debut album. So, all right, this next record is a quadraphonic album, and it's by Mountain, the band Mountain, and it's titled "The Best of Mountain," which is their greatest hits album. And here are the songs. I Love Me Some Mountain. Back of it. And it's on the Gold Columbia label. And this is in nice condition. When I bought it, it was dirty. But after cleaning it up, the record sounded much better. Alright, next find is by Bob Marley and the Wailers, Exodus. This is a 2015 reissue, 180 gram reissue. It's nicely embossed. I kept a shrink on this since the album's not a gatefold. Exodus, nicely textured. I love this album by Bob Marley. This is probably my favorite Bob Marley album. I'm not sure. There's not one bad song on this album, in my opinion. Here's the inner sleeve. And let me take out the record. The record is pressed. It was pressed in the Netherlands. And does it have a download? I think there's a little insert in here. Oh, there's no insert. Good. So, alright. Here's a record on 180 gram vinyl. Side 2. Alright. I played through this whole album. The pressing sounds good. So I'm not disappointed. The next two vinyl finds are by Eric Clapton. The first one I'm going to show you is one of my favorite albums of his, and that's Slow Hand. This is promo pressing. As you can see, it has a gold stamp. There we go. And this one's in great condition. I gotta take the plastic off so I can show you the gatefold. It's got a nice gatefold. Nicely done gatefold. And let me show you the record. It's in this MoFi sleeve. It's in wonderful condition. Here's the record. It's a white label promo. I played through this whole album. Sounds really good. I've never had this album on vinyl. I have the album on my iPod, but I never had the physical copy of this album until recently. And I'm happy to finally have this album on vinyl. I had a chance to get this album many times, but the condition wasn't good on those copies. So this is another one I dragged my feet on, but I finally got a nice rare promo copy of this album. When I saw this in the new arrivals, I was like, I need to get this. So I'm happy to have that album finally. Next Eric Clapton album is August from 1986. Back of it, here's the track list. Has some songs I know. I'm not familiar with the whole album. I did play the whole album. There's some songs I like on here. And here's gatefold. It's a nice picture of Eric right here. And here's the record on Duck Records. Nice silver duck label. And this was a flea market find. Didn't pay much for this. Alright. The next few albums I'm going to show you is by another guitar hero, Mr. Jimi Hendrix. First one I'm going to show you is Are You Experienced? This is the US mono pressing on Reprise Records, and this is an upgrade copy. I got this for about $20, and it looks real nice. It's got some little brownish stains on the bottom here, but overall looks real good. Looks much better than any copy I've seen of this mono pressing. So let me show you the album. And this looks so good. There's not one seam issue anywhere. All seams are perfect. It's in the original inner sleeve, Reprise inner sleeve. Also in nice condition. Here's the record on the tricolor Reprise label in mono. The record has some inner sleeve marks, but the record looks like it has not been played much. So I'm happy with this upgrade. This will be my last upgrade of this album for now until I can find one with a shrink or a white label promo copy in mono. Put this away. And my next album, also by Jimi Hendrix. It's the same album, but it's a different pressing. Next Hendrix album I have is another Are You Experienced, but this is the UK version of the album. But this one's a pressing in Germany. I do have the UK Track Records mono press in my collection. I have two of them. But this is a different variation of the front cover. On this German pressing, you have Jimi Hendrix on the top here. The UK pressing didn't have Jimmy's name on the top of the front cover. Just as this shows the album title, which you see here. Backside, this one's on Polydor Records in Germany. Alright, take out the record. Here's the record. Polydor red label. It shows it's in stereo, but this is actually an electronic process stereo. So what they did was they took the mono mix of the album and they reprocessed it for stereo. Bass on one side, treble on the other. The last Jimi Hendrix find is the new album titled Both Sides of the Sky. This is Jimmy's new posthumous album. Back of it. And this is a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, limited edition purple vinyl. Let me take this out carefully and show you the gatefold. And this is a really good album. We got the CD of it. We listened through the whole CD, and it's a pretty good album. This is a little booklet with photos and liner notes. I like this photo of Jimmy playing bass with Johnny Winter on guitar. Alright, pull record 1 out. Here's record 1 on purple vinyl. Record 2. Okay, this next vinyl find was released for Record Store Day back in April. Bruce Springsteen's Greatest Hits. Back of it, here's my number. Now, this particular album, I'm a variable on. I'm either happy to have this album or not happy to have this album. I'm sort of in the middle, but I am leaning towards being happy that I have this album. Personally, I'm not a huge Bruce Springsteen fan. I'm not an aficionado of his. I only needed a few albums by Bruce, and that's Born to Run and Born in the USA, and the Greatest Hits, which is this one. So this has the songs I like by Bruce. Here are the tracks on this album. And let me show you the gatefold. Now, I kept the shrink on this. Here's the shrink. For Record Store Day releases, I like to keep the shrink. So, alright, here's the gatefold. And let me show you record 1. Let me show you the inner sleeve. It has the lyrics to the songs on record 1. It has photos of Bruce and the E Street Band. And this one is on red vinyl. Here's side 2. I played through some tracks. I haven't played through the whole thing yet. And let me show you record 2. Here's the inner sleeve. Here's record 2 on red vinyl. And for those who don't know, I went to see Paul McCartney this past September at New York's Madison Square Garden. I went to the September 15th show, which was a Friday. And Bruce Springsteen and Little Steven Van Zandt both joined Paul on stage for I Saw Her Standing There. They did the song twice. So after seeing that, and me not being a huge Springsteen fan, I was like, I need to get something else by Bruce. After seeing him on stage with Paul, I'm gonna need something by Bruce in my collection, and it turns out to be this album, and I'm happy. Even though I said I'm a variable on this, I'm gonna say I'm happy to have this in my collection because Bruce has some good songs that I like. So, all right. My next vinyl find is actually a free record, just like the Sam Cooke record I showed you earlier. It's by Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. This is the first Black Sabbath album since the departure of Ozzy Osbourne. In place of Ozzy is Ronnie James Dio, who is also a great singer. I like some stuff by Dio. Record's really dirty. I'll have to clean it up. I played through some songs and it sounds really good. I'll have to go through the whole album. Alright, this next record is by Bob Dylan. It's a UK mono pressing of his Greatest Hits album. Different cover and different track list from the US one. Back of it has the flip backs. And the front cover is laminated. And here's the record. This one's in great condition. I have a stereo pressing of this album. I got this at my local record store, and after seeing this and seeing that it's a mono copy, I'm like, I need to get this. So it's on the CBS label, the orange CBS label. Has a BBC radio Leicester. So anyone watching from the UK, sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. Here's side 2. It just has inner sleeve marks, but I played some of the songs. I'll have to go through this one as well. Record sounds great. It was taken care of by the previous owner, I'm happy to say. Alright. Next 2 albums are by The Doors. First of the 2 is Morrison Hotel. This is a UK pressing on Elektra. But this is manufactured by Polydor Records in England, just like the Buffalo Springfield one I showed earlier. And here's a gatefold. It's not textured like the US pressing. Here's a record on the Elektra label, Red Elektra label, manufactured by Polydor Records. And this is a first pressing too. Okay, my next vinyl find, also by The Doors. This is titled Absolutely Live. This is their live album from 1970. The songs on here, hold on. Here's a gatefold. Here's record 1 in the original Elektra inner sleeve. And it's on the Butterfly Elektra label. This one's in nice condition. It needs some cleaning. But this is another one I played a little bit of, and it sounds great. And let me show you record 2. Also in the Elektra inner sleeve. Record, same label. Okay, my last vinyl find before I quickly show the 2 box sets is by Chicago. This is Chicago's debut album titled Chicago Transit Authority. Here's the back. Has a gold stamp, which means it's a promo copy. And this one was $3. Here's a gatefold. Has the promo stamp on there, radio station stamp. Here's record 1. Record 2 is on the same Columbia label. Okay, I'm going to close this vinyl update video with a couple box sets. One by Led Zeppelin and one by Pink Floyd. I'm just going to show the box sets. I'm not going to take everything out to show you what's inside the set. I'm going to have unboxing videos for these 2 box sets in the description box. Okay, first of the 2 box sets is Led Zeppelin, How the West Was Won. This is the new reissue of the album, released on vinyl for the first time. And this is a compilation released back in 2003 of Led Zeppelin's live performances at both the Alley Forum and the Long Beach Arena in 1972. And my last vinyl find, last box set for this video, is by Pink Floyd. This is a vinyl reissue of their 1995 live album called Pulse. Here's the back. I kept this in the plastic. Okay, that wraps up this vinyl update video. I hope you enjoyed seeing these records, and once again, I apologize for not putting up a video in a while, but I'm ready to get back in gear and post more videos as much as I can, despite being busy with life. So Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much to my new subscribers. If you're a new subscriber, hello, and thank you for subscribing to this channel. I have new ideas. I have many ideas that I want to turn into a reality on this channel, so stay tuned for more videos. And talk to you all later. Once again, thank you for watching.